reason why, under the compensatory logic, is that in a system of white supremacy, one prisoner cannot prove to the warden anything by going and getting another prisoner to make that proof. Prisoners of war. That's what black people are in the system of white supremacy. War was declared on black people before any of the black people on this planet who are here now were born. And they were put into captivity. Every black person on the entire planet is a prisoner of war right now in 2019. That's the hypothesis. Now, that's either true or false, but you start with that as being the truth. A prisoner of war. So if I go to the warden, as an example, I'll try to make it simple. I'm a prisoner of war. So I go to the prison master and I say, I'm being mistreated down in my cell block. And I'm being mistreated by one of the guards. And I want it stopped.
Mm-hmm.
And so I bring with me another prisoner to help me to tell the warden that I'm being mistreated. Now, if the warden has made up his or her mind, the prison master has made up his or her mind that there's no mistreatment, then I say, well, I got proof, because I got my fellow prisoner here. And he saw it. He saw me being beaten down there. And that's against the prison rules under those circumstances. And the warden says, and I'm going to believe him or her, your fellow prisoner, against one of my guards? Are you kidding? Get back in your cell. Now, I'll say, well, but I'm giving you proof. And not only that, I can prove it by everybody in my cell block. If you bring them all up here, they will agree with me. And the warden would just simply say with his feet on the desk, he's not even being uncomfortable about it. He's not uncomfortable at all about what I'm saying. Why? Because he's the prison master. That's why. That's the system of white supremacy, folks. You can't prove nothing if the warden decides, I'm not paying any attention to you and what you were saying about your condition. And I don't care how many prisoners, fellow prisoners you bring up here. Now, if one of the guards come up and say that the other guard is mistreating you, now I'll listen. Why? Because they are equal. They are my guards. They are prison masters along with me. So we will decide whether this is true or false.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't bring a fellow prisoner up here and prove nothing to me. And if he stays in my office after I tell both of you all to get the heck out of my face, and you all refuse to go, you and your so-called proof is going to be in solitary confinement.
Just like Andy Dufresne when he said obtuse.
Just like Andy Dufresne, right. I mean, he couldn't go and get red to prove nothing to the warden. That ain't going to work.
No.
You can't get a fellow prisoner to do that. It won't work.
No, sir.
And any black person who thinks that they can pull that off, I say try it. Don't listen to, like I say about everything in the code, don't listen to Neely Fuller say something and take that, and you walk off with it thinking you can take that to the bank. You put it to a test.
Yes.
That's the best way.